What's up, everybody? Thank you for coming to another RTE shirts video. And today we're doing it right along with the homie Ruben. Yo, how long you been doing this, man?
I kicked off full time in March of last year, but I've been doing this since about 2005, but full time since March.
And what made you go into full time?
I got laid off, COVID.
Oh,
Lost my job.
And then you had to figure out what to do?
Had to.
All right. And also, we're gonna show you all his equipment, his story, how's it going so far, and some tips to help you grow your business. So make sure to stick around. You got right here some shirts.
Some shirts, man. I'm grabbing you a shirt because I can't let you leave without making you something.
That's appreciate it, bro.
You know?
Now, let me ask you where we at. This is the garage right here?
This is my garage, yeah. So I built this studio shop thing. I'm not done with it, obviously, from the outside of it, but this is where my shop is, man. And then this inventory that I do have on hand.
You're working from home. You've been doing this for, let's just say, a year?
About a year.
About a year, literally a year. From your garage, from the get-go.
It's right from here.
Tell me what's one bad thing about working in your garage.
It's small now.
Oh,
It's small now. I need more space.
So, man, what are you going to show us first? What do you want to do?
I am going to make you something on this DTG.
I've never seen this DTG printer before.
So this is the Roland BT12. And so I think the only thing that I wished that it did was that it printed to dark color garments. It's only for white or light. But I will say this, it hasn't been, I haven't had any shortage on business, using it at all whatsoever. I wish it was a little bigger, but we still make it happen. And so
let me ask you, would you say a lot of your business comes from your network in the music industry?
Well, I would say it's that, and then I did a lot of theater, a lot of TV stuff. So I'm in all these little groups, and then I'm a former boxer, so I have the sports world as well, and so I'm fortunate enough to have built like a lot of different groups, that I'm a part of, and that has helped my business grow tremendously because those folks have come to me, referred other people, and so yeah, it's been a major help for sure. So
while waiting for my beautiful shirt to finish printing, what got you started on this? Were you always interested in shirts? How did you get started?
So as an artist, because I've been an artist forever doing music, every time I'd have a show, I'd want to have something new to wear, and so we had a heat press, a couple friends of mine, and so we would always make just stuff off transfers. And so when COVID hit back in like February, March for me, I had no idea what I was going to do because I got laid off. And so in getting laid off, I knew that I had to get into something. So I thought, what's the first thing that I can do was go back into something that I've done before, which was the t-shirt thing.
So my shirt's done?
Yeah, here it goes. Ooh. Look at that.
Man, that's good quality right there.
Look at that pretty face. And now we're going to...
You're gonna put it in the easy bake oven?
Easy bake oven, baby.
How long does it take to cure?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, alright.
3 minutes.
So, Ruben, the next thing people want to know is, how is it? How's business? When you first started, were you already getting orders, or how did that work?
Okay, so this is always, I get this question all the time. Like pricing and how much can you make? How much have you made? Some people know, and they're interested in knowing how I got there. So when I started this, I made a ton of videos just showing how it was I was using the Cameo and things like that, and from that I started to get orders, like the 1 and 2s. And
who was your last order? Big order?
That would be this guy sitting over here. His name is Preach. So I would show you my vocal booth over there because it's a lot of my merchandise is in there, but he's got about 7 boxes, 300 and something pieces.
What?
Yeah.
How he find you?
Friends, because I'm in the music business, and so a lot of them that do music will still find that I'm doing this since I post so much on Instagram about it.
You know what, man? The networking's really...
Look at that pretty face.
There you go, and there you go. And that's it, it's done?
It's done. Now, but I like to, press it one more time because once you take it out, you're gonna have that crease in there from the from the DTG.
If there's somebody out there who wants to start, how do you think they should get started? Or how do you wish you would have started? Would you change anything?
I wouldn't, because I didn't have a choice. I have a 2-year-old I have to feed. I have a mortgage I have to pay, so I had to jump in. And I'm one of them guys where I'm either all in or not, you know. So I knew, I had to make this happen, and so, but I would say, as things are getting better because of COVID and everything like that, is take your time. Like I said, don't buy things you're not going to use. I would still go the same route as, I mean, unless you can find, like, I got a deal on my heat press because I found them on OfferUp, after the situation with the Amazon thing. But I would say if your money is short or you don't want to just invest something super big, you can probably start this thing with anywhere from like $400 to $600 really, and have a t-shirt business going. So I'd start with an Amazon press and things like that. Get yourself some vinyl, learn how to do some vinyl. I have a Cameo. Actually, I didn't bring it in my garage in front of it. So even a Cameo or a Cricut, I would say get something like that so you can learn how things work before you start to, upgrade the stuff. But I'm never greedy with information, and whatever I learn, I pass down. It's as easy as a laptop, a heat press, and transfer company. So you can go that route too, where you never have any of this stuff, right? And use transfer companies to do your work.
So let me ask you: you have a DTG, eye color, a sublimation machine. You would advise people to start off like this? Start small, simple.
Start small. Start small. I mean, you don't want to get yourself into a hole that you can't get out of, because, at least for me, I don't like to put a lot of stuff on credit. So if I had the money, I'll buy it. But of course, you can obviously get these things. You can finance them. But if you don't have the clientele to be able to pay that monthly bill, such as for an eye color or even a DTG or whatever else, then that's something I probably wouldn't do. So start where it's comfortable for you. But if you believe in your business enough, I'm one of them guys that I tend to speak things into existence. So even though I didn't have the clientele necessarily at the beginning of this, I knew that I eventually would. So it would only take me a matter of time. And so for me, that doesn't work for everybody. I jumped right in and got these machines, and it's paid off for me. But if you don't have that mindset, start small. I always go big.
Something I want to mention is you jumped into this. You networked,
yes,
but also you're putting in the hours.
Yes.
How many days a week do you do shirts?
7 days a week.
Yo, I'm sure you got those orders where you start at 8 in the morning, you don't end until 2 or 3 in the morning, right?
Absolutely. You sacrifice a lot. You sacrifice a lot of time. You sacrifice some sleep. And but you have to be willing to do that if you're trying to grow something. I want to grow an empire. I want to go beyond just my garage of doing this. So that means sacrificing time. So if you have friends and family who didn't see you last year, well, it might be worse this year. It might be limited to a phone call if you really want to grow this,
Because in the t-shirt business, talking from experience, customer service is the number one thing.
Absolutely.
You need to deliver. Because once you start burning people or lagging it, it's gonna get around. Yeah. Your wife was even telling me that you make it come help you sometimes when you're super busy, huh?
I need all the help I can get.
If you have the time, start small, learn the business. If you feel like it's for you, then grow a little bit more. But start small. How many times people call you a day asking for quotes and this and that? Is that something people need to get used to? Or do you think there's a way around it?
There is no way around it. I mean, if you're building this, it depends on what you're doing. Are you trying to print for other people or for yourself? If it's for yourself, then you don't have to worry about it. But when you're printing and you're a business, and you're open, then expect to have a lot of, people calling you. If it's not a text message, if it's not your email, I'm busy. I mean, Reyes was sitting here and my phone was going off. I had to order a couple more that text, and so it goes off all day long for me.
Yeah. How do you manage all that? And your personal life, family life.
You don't have, that's the sacrifice. You don't have much of that personal life, but you have to have people in your life that are understanding of the fact that you're building a business. If you don't, then it's probably not going to work. I have a very understanding family, so it works for me. But I do sacrifice a lot of time that I can spend with my son and things like that. But I know that the bigger payoff later on is I'm building this for him.
Hey, so hopefully you enjoyed this information. And Ruben,
yes,
thank you so much, man. Great guy. But where can people follow you?
I'm heavy on Instagram. So, of course, Instagram.com, but you can find me under there / I'm the T-shirt buddy, or I'm the T-shirt buddy. Plug that in. I'm growing my YouTube right now. I'm trying to get to where Reyes is at. It might take me about 30 years or so.
Nah.
But I'm trying. But yeah, Instagram's probably my biggest home.
All right. I'll put them in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everybody.